Hey, folks. So I was having a conversation with my sister. I'm just kidding. I wasn't having a conversation with my sister this time. But that first video, when I said that, seemed like I guess it was the content that resonated with everybody. And I was thinking maybe I should start every video like that. But no, I wasn't talking to my sister this time. Just something I was thinking about. From time to time, I'll post something, and I guess it ruffles some feathers a little bit. It's usually stuff, or at least for the ladies. If I'm talking about poor relationships, and I suggest that some of you make better choices, I'll hear stuff like, "Well, why don't you say nothing to the men?" I'm going to tell you why, or at least why I don't say anything to those particular men. And what I was thinking about, imagine. And I'm trying not to look at my notes. I wrote it down, but trying not to have to look away. But imagine when you get ready to go out and buy a car. When you get ready to go out and buy a car, you don't go to the shady car lot. For those of you in Detroit, where I'm from, think of like Grand River. If you drive, there's some places on Grand River, at least I know it used to be, off Schaefer. You got the stereotypical little car lots where they got the cars, maybe salvage cars that you don't know. The title is it's got that salvage. And you got the as is no warranty type deal. But think about it. You're looking to buy a car. You avoid those places, and the reason you avoid those places is because you know that they don't have quality cars. So you go to a dealership, or somewhere where you go to a dealership, somewhere where you know you can actually get a new car, or you can get a quality used car. You avoid those places. You don't go to those shady used car lots and say, "Why don't you sell better cars like they do at the dealership?" You don't do that. You avoid those places, and you go to the places where you know you can get what you want. By the same token, why would I waste my time talking to busters who are running roughshod through women? And just like the used car lots, the reason why the used car lots don't sell quality cars is because they know people are willing to buy the cars that they have. And they're making money selling lemons and salvage cars. It's the same thing with these guys. They would not be interested in the stuff that I'm saying. Why? Because they're getting what they want out of the relationships. They're sleeping with women, they're using women, all of those types of things that they want, they're getting in the relationship. The person who's not getting what they want out of the relationship is the person who's in my inbox. And I'm not saying that because I don't want you guys in my inbox. I don't have a problem with that. I'm making a point. The person who's not satisfied is the person that I'm hearing from. The person who's getting what they want out of the relationship, the dude who's doing craziness and whatnot, he is not interested in what I'm talking about because he's getting what he wants out of the relationship, and it seems to be an endless supply of women that are willing to deal with his nonsense. So that's why I don't say anything to the men. And let me make a distinction. It's not the men, it's those men. Because if you notice too, when I say make a better choice, if I say make a better choice, then that means that there's another choice that you can make. So instead of dealing with this knucklehead, there's a good choice that you can make. So those are the types of brothers that I'm dealing with. The types of guys that I talk to, the dudes that are in my circle, good brothers. And don't hear me wrong. I'm not saying I don't know any guys that are not knuckleheads. I do. But the guys that are in my circle, the cats that I run with, the birds of my feather are good brothers. The type of conversation that I have with these guys is different. The conversation that we're having are how to communicate better. We're talking about issues of communication and stuff like that. We're not talking about how we can't stop cheating and nonsense. That's not the conversation good brothers are having. We're talking about things like communication, other issues and things that you can work out in your relationship, not diabolical nonsense. So the thing that I would say to those of you who this fits is follow my example. I'm a man. If I'm not wasting my time with these types of guys because I realize we don't share the same values. I don't value being in the company of brothers who are not like-minded. I don't value being in the company of dudes who are cheaters, who abuse women and stuff like that. Those are not the guys that I value being in the company of. And I'm a man. I don't stand to lose anything from those relationships. They're not going to influence me. They're not going to use me. They're not going to abuse me, anything like that. So you, a good woman, what or how do you benefit from those relationships? How do you benefit? You don't. If you benefited from those relationships, when I write certain posts or make certain videos, you wouldn't be affected or you wouldn't be bothered by it. You're bothered by it because I'm in your backyard or front yard, whichever one you want to choose. And it's no need for you to be bothered. What you need to do is, as I started out talking, make a better choice. There are better choices to be made, but even more so than that, ask yourself, why are you making the choice that you're making? Why are you in relationships where you're in a relationship with somebody who's it's against your own best interest? If you made a list of what you look for in a relationship, and I've asked this before, I've seen this before, and the person you're involved with really doesn't have anything on that list, and you're trying to shape him or mold him into that, and then you want to include me. You want me to talk to him? Nah, I got enough sense to realize it's a waste of time. Why would somebody who's winning, he's winning at your expense, why would somebody who's winning decide to change when he's getting what he wants? He's winning. You need to date people who have your same values, have your same interests. If you're looking to get married, then you need to date somebody who's looking to get married. If you're a person who you're a person of faith, then you need to date somebody that's a person of faith, somebody who shares your same faith. It doesn't make sense that you would date somebody if you're an atheist, and I'm not that. I'm the opposite of that. But if you were that, you need to date somebody who is on the same page with you. It just doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense at all. It doesn't make any sense. You need to be compatible. There are certain key areas that you need to be compatible in. Otherwise, your relationship is not going to work. You're going to have turmoil. But getting back to where we're at, you definitely don't need to be dating somebody where you know you've clearly made a poor choice because the relationship is unhealthy. And then you definitely don't need to be upset with somebody who's looking out for you like I would my sister, like I would my niece, or someone else that I care about. And I'm saying, look, you deserve better. Make a better choice. And again, the reason why I'm not saying that to those particular men is for the same reason you shouldn't be in a relationship with them. It's a waste of time. All right? That's all I have for this one. Like, comment, share. Talk to you the next time.